Welcome, welcome to episode number 87 of CoCreative NoCode's office hours. We have Thomas and Kim with us already this evening. Hopefully we'll be seeing some more faces. If you are new to CoCreative NoCode's Facebook group or watching the YouTube channel, we do office hours every day of the week, Monday through Friday, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you would like to come into office hours and see what it's all about, go ahead and comment on the live video or on one of the YouTube videos, or email us at team@cocreativenocode.com, and Kim will send you the link and information to join us. Welcome, Jordan. How are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Or is it morning where you are?
Nah, it's daytime. We just went into lockdown, so we're at home for 3 days.
Oh, yeah. I was reading about that lockdown. And then I have a client in Sydney or Melbourne, one of the two, and they were like, they're in the thick of lockdowns as well.
Yeah.
So. Lockdown because of COVID?
Hence why I'm here.
Yeah. What was that, Thomas? You were breaking up.
Lockdown because of COVID?
Because of COVID, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it seems like a lifetime ago since we were last on lockdown, huh, Thomas?
Yeah.
We haven't had any
lockdown.
We haven't had any cases, so we just got one yesterday. And yeah, they just go straight into lockdown. And then
straight into lockdown for how long?
3 days, and then they're gonna say whether or not they're gonna continue it, but they will, because there's 4 more cases today. So
oh well, I mean, it's a pandemic for a reason.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We've been on lockdown for more than a year.
And you've been locked down this whole time?
Yeah, I mean, we can only go out for essentials, groceries, you know.
Really?
Oh, that's crazy. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
People will go into stores without masks. They don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to wear a mask and a face shield. You cannot breathe in that. I'm telling you.
That's crazy, especially the
know.
humidity. All right, well, let's get started. Thomas, I think you had something for me this evening,
Yes.
and then Jordan right after that. I'll stop sharing so you can share, Thomas.
Sweet. Okay. I'll have to probably put things back in order because I've just been trying a bunch of things. So,
don't you love that?
Yeah, exactly. I walked away too many times today.
Got it.
So this is a reusable here, and this is the public job post reusable. So when I click on one of these job posts, it opens up a pop-up with the job post information.
Mm-hmm.
So when I click on see company profile,
Mm-hmm.
what I want to do is I want to display that specific user's company profile and company job post. I'm not quite figuring out how to do that for whatever reason. And I think it's because it is communicating between reusables, and I'm not doing the right operation to do that.
Okay.
So did you?
All right. So the problem, so you have the right job post showing to begin with. It's when you click on one, it opens up this new thing, and you want to show that job post company's company information and all of that job post company's job posts.
Yep. So
okay.
I'm doing on here. So in here, as you can see, I think I'm doing exactly what you just said. I may have missed a step there. But I'm referencing the parent groups, users, user profiles, companies, specific thing on each of these, and it's still not.
Okay, so hang on a second. Let's so why are we using the user and user profile and not the company?
Because I don't think I have that data type connected.
Okay.
So there should be a company.
Kim, the keywords for this would be connecting reusables and sending information between reusables. Okay,
Thank you.
so let's go to, okay,
Hold on,
let's,
speak.
let's go to the
Hey, Felicity.
page. Hang on just a second. Let's go to the page again. Go to where you're clicking on the tile to bring up the new thing.
Not quite sure what you mean by that.
Okay, on the first reusable in that repeating group, you're clicking on the first cell and it's supposed to open up the information about that company.
You.
So in that reusable,
In this one.
yep,
The pop-up is in that reusable. The pop-up
okay, got it. All right. So the only thing you can do is when you click see company profile, what you want to do is you have it showing, right? It's just transferring the information in there so it can pull it is the problem.
The moment I
right?
click the company profile, it's actually communicating this is its own reusable
Uh-huh.
and this is its own reusable.
Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to send information into both of those reusables, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set a URL parameter when you click the C company profile.
And I'd be sending specific information.
Probably the company information, right? So like you'd have a company tab and then you would set it to that job posts company. Oh, you might have to refresh, Bubbles being a stinker. By the way, in case anyone missed it, Bubble is having a little bit of a downtime happening. They're upgrading a database on the 26th. They said from 7 to 7:30 p.m. is the estimated outage time, and that is going to happen August 26th, they said. Let's see what time. Eastern, so 7 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on August 26th. Expect Bubble to have some slowness when loading pages and running workflows. All right, so tab. Okay, so you already had that one tab, right? So now we'll add another one and just call it company.
Tab company.
Nope. Company would be the key.
Gotcha.
And then it's going to equal parent group's job post company. Company unique ID. There you go.
I guess in this case, yeah, okay. Unique ID would be that specific thing.
Yep. And then now going into the other reusables.
Which one do you want to see?
So the company profile, that one's fine. So go ahead and click in that repeating group. And the conditional will be,
You want
nope.
to
Yep, the conditional will be when get data from page URL company of type company.
type company. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yes.
Company is not empty. And now you're going to set the data source. And the data source will be that search for job posts constrained to that company. So do a search for job posts. where company equals get. Yep. Company. There you go.
And that's it.
That's it. And now you do the same thing on the, so on the other reusable,
So it would be a conditional on the
on the group.
company, type company.
Mhm. Actually, for this one, you could probably get away with just setting it as the data type of the reusable itself. So if you remove the condition altogether, and then just click outside of the group to pull up the reusable. Yep, double click out there. And then instead of having type of content user, have it be company.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then actually that's, they don't let you assign it like a data source there. So go ahead and make it a company and then, but you'll have to set the group.
True conditional.
Yeah, but you can't do it on the reusable. Are you on the group now?
Yes. So I'll
Okay.
click-
Yeah, so go ahead and when the define another condition.
on outside, right?
No, inside, so on the group itself, because the reusable doesn't let you set a data source.
So would I do a get?
I'm not sure why. Okay, so yeah, so when get data URL. There you go, company is not empty. Then
Is that even possible?
no, it's not a data source. So I guess go to appearance and see if it's already there. So appearance. Yeah, you're not in the, is there a group within the reusable that's holding all of that information? It doesn't look like it. So you'll need to group all of that information in a group.
You think I should just put this in the should I just like put this on the page? Should I just put these two reusables together?
You could, but that would be fine. You're still gonna have to put it all in a group though, because the group is what's gonna have the data source.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess stick to what we're doing. So
Yeah.
what were you
So just go back to the other reusable and select everything and then right click. So like control all.
Control.
So control A to select everything on the page
Wow.
and then right click and group elements in a group. Okay, and now on that group, that's where you're going to put your conditional. So, or you can change that data source actually. So go to the appearance and just change that and get it from, so get from the URL.
Okay. Do company type company.
Yep. There you go. And let's see if that works.
This hasn't been done.
Well, you have to go back to the original page because it's clicking that button that's going to create.
Should I constrain this by owner is? No, I don't have to do that.
No. Just go back to the original, like where all of the job posts are, and then click on it and click the show company profile. Okay, so it looks like part of it's right. It looks like the references in your under like each heading, it needs to refer to it's right now, all of those references are to the user's company for like business net type and contact name. We have to switch all of those over.
Okay, you're gonna have to maybe explain that again, please.
That's fine. Just go back to the company profile part, the reusable with the company profile. Yeah, so go in the text under business type. So right now it's just parent groups, companies. Yeah.
I just have to whole heart and sector because I closed at 2 to pick up my protein.
Yeah.
Did you want to come for it? Or do you?
No, just do this. Yeah.
Contact. This would be. I have a contact name under the user profile, so can I still just reference it like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just the reference will be through the company instead of the user. Aren't you glad I made you make it all redundant?
Yeah, I went this whole weekend. I renamed everything on this page and cleaned everything up, cleaned up a bunch of stuff.
Awesome.
It helps to have that clean.
Yeah.
The arrows are really nice.
Oh, borrowed from Juan?
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
that. I do that with the most important elements, most important groups usually.
What are they? Arrows.
Can you show him, Thomas, can you show him the arrows that you're talking about?
I'd have to go back to the index. Let me just finish this.
Oh, you finished that. Yeah, yeah, show me later.
Oh, that's right. This will do later. Did I have to set something else up there?
Nope, just try it and let's see if it's working now.
Yeah, it's not working. Do I have to set the data source on the page? So this is what I've done here.
Yeah,
Or,
Jordan.
These are
Oh,
the
yeah.
most,
Where? Oh, the arrows. Oh, yeah.
yeah, it just filters them from the top most important. So
Like
these are
the very most important groups. So you don't have to search for them in the elements tree or remember them by name. You can just click the,
Oh,
you
that's
can
good.
just type that. Yeah.
Yeah, so now I've expanded essentially like every single page. I haven't done everything, but let's see what I'm looking for is, do I have to set this source here? Not post, I guess.
What are we setting the source of?
This would be the source. The index is what's holding all the groups.
Oh, we've already, I mean, we set it on the group inside of the reusable. So I guess we could have done that at the data source in the reusable. I was just confused because it's not in the reusable itself. So you shouldn't have to do that because you've already set it.
So is this kind of like a redundant? I guess.
No, it's not redundant. Remember how I made you just like collect everything in a group to set the data source? What I could have done is have you come here to set the data source instead.
Okay, gotcha.
So it would be redundant if you added it here.
So
but
this is, okay, it's as long as I've done it either here or there.
yeah, as long as it's set somewhere.
So
And as long as you're sending the information into the URL parameter.
And this is, I can also erase this too, because I've already, yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's test it.
Okay, we're testing.
I'm anxious to get it working. Like,
I'm gonna get this fixed up. I don't like the UI here.
Huh?
Oh,
it didn't work.
yeah.
Let's go. Well, go back and click the button again. I want to make sure that we're seeing the URL. Yeah, so company is set in the URL. Is that job post filtering working?
It's just When it would be nice if I actually used better data, sample data here. It's not very clean. So this worked.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like it's almost working. That might be a privacy rule
Yeah.
for the contact name. Okay, cool.
What happens if I do this? I guess I don't have any information for that one.
Not all eliminated like the jury's open.
Oh, yeah.
Information. Okay, cool. Figure the rest out. Thank you, Tonya. I did not think you were out front.
Awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. It's always good to get things working.
It's nice to have someone to talk to about this when you, because it's just like I could further my frustration. I can get a little annoyed.
Yes. Yeah. Bubbles better together. My cheesy tagline. Hey, Jordan, you got something for me tonight?
Yeah, I do. So I think I haven't really had much time on the weekends to get much done, but we're going, now that we're in lockdown, I'm going to be going hard for a few days. So I've started building out my application page here.
Okay.
And I don't know, I remember we talked about it once, and I was going to make like a document request where we choose all these documents that we need, and then we send it to the customer.
Mm-hmm.
They get a link. So I'll show you what I've got anyway. So up here, I've made this little side tab. So basically we open that, and then we've got different categories up here. And then in those categories are all the different documents that we might need.
Okay.
And then I've got the people. Let me just get a different one for you. So if I add in a second. Okay, something's not working there, but I'll fix that. Anyway, basically we just load up what documents we need, and as we do that, it creates a list over here,
Okay.
which is working all good. And then these have got instructions on what documents, on what they need to get. And then I've got a client portal. So this is the version that they will see. I was just mucking around with that CoCreative password list.
Got it.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. There's a little error there that needs to be fixed. So I wasn't going to make it so that they had to log in. I just wanted to send them a link to this page so that they could just upload the documents directly.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we talked about it, and then you're like, oh, you probably should make it so that they have to log in.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started having a look at that CoCreative password list. Have you used that before?
No.
So it's quite cool. Basically, you can set up a page like this. So plug in. So I've set it all up and it's working. Basically, you put in a page like this. Then you go enter in your email address.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need a password. So that an email gets sent to that address.
Magic link. Yes.
Magic link, yeah. Yeah. And then when you click the link, it logs you in.
I think they just released, I think Bubble just made their own magic link in the
Yeah, they did.
workflows,
Yeah.
like in the last week or something.
That's what I was just looking at. And then I was looking, because what my problem was, it doesn't create a user in Bubble. So it does create a user in CoCreative, so here,
Okay.
but it doesn't create a
User in Bubble. Okay. Got it.
So I was trying to work out like how that is going to work with the privacy rules. Because if there's no user, what would you
Yeah.
do?
So you have some sort of unique IDs, so you know who they are on Cotter, right?
Yeah. So they'll each got a unique ID. So what I was trying to do is start a.
Is there a reason you don't want them to have like a user thing in Bubble?
No, they can, yeah, but just Cotter doesn't allow you to do that.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
But if you can do the magic link without Cotter, is
Well,
that
yeah,
better?
that's what I only just saw that, so I haven't tested it yet.
Okay.
Have you tried it?
Let's do it.
Can I have
So
a keyword, please?
okay,
What was that, Kim?
Can I have a keyword, please?
Magic what is it? Magic
magic link. Yeah.
link.
Oh,
Magic link and then in parentheses signing in without a password.
okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for keeping notes. I appreciate it.
So I assume you just go account, send magic login link, email, input email address, value, navigate on login, client portal, navigate on failure. I just put that thing. Just create link, don't send email. Okay, so that.
And then I think what you want to do, I think you have to create a user before you send out that link.
Yeah.
So like you would create the user, so create an account for somebody else, right? For when you're,
How do you do that?
so wherever it is the person is creating the list of all these things for this contact, like you would create the user at the time you create the contact probably.
How do you create a user?
In the account, you can create an account for someone else.
So
It's
go
about
what?
no, back to the account section.
Oh, account, sorry.
So create an account for someone else.
Oh,
And then are several fields that you have to fill in for Canvas to work. So like you would have to set, if you open that up, yeah, I'll check out which ones it is. You have to have the role would need to be set. The sign up method needs to equal email.
so the role would be client.
The sign up method, actually click out of the dynamic part and just type in email, uppercase, yep. And then date sign up completed would be current date and time. And trying to remember if there's any others that they have to do. I think that's all you need for it to work.
Okay, maybe I'll just put a name. Okay, so let's go first, last, email address. I always get that wrong. So create an account for somebody else first. Last. Don't need that. Inactives, no, last actives. Should I fill that in? Current date and time. Doesn't matter. Cool.
Yep.
So if we go and test that. Jim, James, Jim, that tool. Just okay, Z. Why went that I click it? Ah, there he. Log in.
Oh, one thing when you're testing it though, you want to log out of any other users that you were logged in as.
So it's created the user.
Okay,
Okay, let's see if it's in the email.
but make sure to log out of the preview.
Your magic link. Log in here.
Yeah, but make sure don't click it yet. Don't click it yet. Go to your
And I'm
preview
gonna open
page.
incognito.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
Oh, you can't see
That's
that,
like
right?
the biggest thing I deal with clients all the time is they're like, it's buggy. And I'm like, no, you didn't log out before you tested another user.
I'll just log out because it's so how do we know if it's worked? My account. Drink giant. So that's worked, eh?
Okay, that's good.
So it's come from bubbleapps.io. That's probably not ideal though.
Oh yeah, you can set that. Trying to think, because in Canvas we use SendGrid most of the time.
Yeah.
So you can set that with your API key or whatever and send it through. I'll have to ask and see if anybody's figured out how to send the magic link through SendGrid yet. But you should be able to set that at the account setting, have it send from your regular email address instead.
See a magic link. I wonder if you could you that's only valid for an hour, eh? So could I make it you know how if I go back to that page, okay.
So is the question how to send the magic link and then navigate them back to that page
So,
or?
well, if I've got a contact here and I want them both to be able to access it, do I need to make them both users, eh?
Mhm.
So would I need to have, what would be the best way to do that?
So probably what I would do is I would well, you could probably do a recursive workflow to send out the magic links. Is that what you're trying to do? Is send out, like you create all of the stuff and then you need them to fill it out. So there's some sort of click of a button that you do in your app that initiates the send the magic link for them to log in. And then you want them to arrive at that page where it's prompting them for all the information, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing we have to figure out is, can we configure the send the magic link to send them to a particular page after they click that, the magic link with the token to log in? And then the second thing is if we need to send multiple links to different people, then we probably need to set it up as a backend workflow and do it recursively.
So I was going to have a pop-up here where you go send. Boom, that brings up a pop-up and then you select who you want to send it to.
Okay.
So I could do it there, right?
Yeah, you could do each one. If you have a button for each one, you could do it that way. You click one button and that sends one and you click the second button.
Or do I just make it so I send them to that landing page, they enter their first name, last name and email, and then that creates the user. And then once that user is being created, you can disable that page, right? So that no one else can go and create a user and log into that page, or
I'm not sure I understand the concern. So you're sending them the magic link. So only the person from who's opening that email can click it. I think
well,
it
no,
only works
that
one
magic
time.
link, that magic link's only valid for an hour.
Yeah.
So I want to send them a different link.
Oh, so that when they click login, it sends them the magic link.
Yeah, they then click login. It then sends in the magic link when they're doing it, because it might sit there for 2 or 3 days, right?
Right.
So I'd want to send them to an application with like say this unique ID up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Send them to a landing page where they can then create a user and then log into it.
Well, I think you want to create the user, right?
You reckon?
Because you don't want them creating the user, because if they enter information different from your information that you have on them, that's not good.
So you reckon I create the user?
You create the user and then you send them to the landing page. And then when they click the button, it sends them the link. And then when they click on that link, it should take them to the page where you want them to go. Right?
Oh yeah, so I could send them to a landing page, create the user, send them to a landing page with the email address already in there, right?
Right.
And then all they have to do is push login. That'll send them an email. They'll then click the email. It'll take it back to them. Is that how I do it?
Yeah, that's that. I haven't experimented with magic links, but that's what I'm thinking the flow would be. Right. So you send them an email, they click a link, they might even go to the page where you want them to go. And if they're not logged in, you prompt them to click the link for them. You click the button for the magic link.
Oh yeah, okay. And what happens if they enter in a different email address? So
But you wouldn't, what I'm saying is you wouldn't even give them the option to enter an email address. You'll send them the link and the link will have a URL parameter that will tell you who the user is. So when they
Oh, okay.
click, yeah, so all they have to do is say get magic link and then go to their email and click a button, and then they should arrive back at the same page that you want them to be at.
So they can't, oh, they don't have an option to change it. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
it'd just be if we had the email address wrong, then right? But then they wouldn't.
Yeah,
even
if you have the email address wrong, then it's a problem, but it's a problem that you would need to find out sooner rather than later anyway.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So the only thing on that landing page would just be a button, which is get. Is that what you do?
Yeah, so just the magic link, like the button to get the magic link would be there if they're not already logged in.
Oh yeah. Would I do that on the same page, or would I have a separate page for that?
I would do it on the same page. Like you send them to the page, but it doesn't show anything because they're not logged in. And then when they click the link, it sends them, when they click the button, it sends them the link in the email. They click the link and it goes back to that page and now they're logged in. That's the idea. So I can test it. I can play around with that. We can test it right now and see if that would even work.
Oh yeah. Okay. Have you got nothing else? Is there anyone else that needs anything?
Yeah, let's just check with Thomas. Thomas, did you have anything else?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. So. Should we test it with you, Tonya? What's your email address?
Sure, it's 5measures@gmail.com.
5 measures.
Oh, that's the mobile.
Oops. Oh, that's the other thing that I can't do. It won't let me tab the mobile number. When I tab, it just skips it.
Oh, there's a plugin for that.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a plugin that allows you to tab to specific things in order.
Yeah. What's it called?
I don't know. I can look it up.
Is that your email? 5 measures? Gmail?
Yep, 5measures@gmail. That's right.
Okay, so we're going to create the contact as friend who referred them, Kim, Jordan. So this creates a profile, and then I can create a new lead. Say what you want to do. You're going to purchase a new house, first home, and you're building. Hi, create. So there is the new application.
I look a lot like you, Jordan.
Oh, that's who's in charge of that. Okay, so then we're going to need some documents. Going to need a declaration, a driver's license, passport. I'm going to driver's license actually. Delete that one. And just maybe some payslips. Cool. Okay, so then I would want to send this to you, so I'd then create a pop-up for there, which should be on this page.
Did you get your website done? You were like making changes to your website?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I've done most of it. I'll show you quickly.
That looks great.
Alrighty. I got these little icons, they're quite cool. I think they're called Loricons. It's like $100 for a subscription and you can just download them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fancy, fancy.
Okay, so we create a new pop-up. Where is it? Huh. We'll just do it real rough, eh?
So you're just getting the pop-up so you can create the interface to send the link.
Yeah, is that what I do? So in here we would create this pop-up, and so so if we want to send it to more than one person, we're going to need the multi-select drop down. Multi-drop down. Is that it?
Yep.
And then we're going to go. So what do we want? We want contacts, eh?
Mhm.
We want the current pages, the application profile, contacts. Name. And maybe just like a due date or something. And let's just go.
Let's just test it with one to make sure it works first.
Just go with one.
Yeah, I mean, you can still make it a multi drop down, but let's just make the workflow work for one at first.
Okay, so
So do you need to display an application in the pop-up before you show it?
no, because I've got it set to the current page,
Okay.
so it should just do it. Tonya, yeah. Okay, sweet. So that's working.
Okay.
So come back here, send portal link. I want to put a button.
It's so funny watching other people work in Bubble because you use shortcuts that I don't use. Thomas, you use the drop-down menu, like the right-click menu or whatever, to like start and edit a workflow. And I never do that.
It's
And
so fast.
And I've never done the search for new elements, like where I type in button. I always just like I'll scroll all the way down and then I'll be like, have to remember that it's up at the top.
Right.
I do.
Now, to be fair, because I work in Canvas and usually the designer puts all of the elements on the page for us, I don't have to, like, I only have to deal with that when I'm doing prototyping on office hours. But
I like to fly when I bubble.
yeah,
Instead
you
of-
like, yeah, no, it's fun to watch because it's like I don't even think to use that. But
Okay, so when we click that button, we want to create a new user.
yep, create the new user. And then return the user if the account already exists, just in case.
How do you do that?
Click the
All right, what
checkbox,
exactly?
yeah. That means it's checking to see if a user with that email already exists, because if it does exist, won't be able to create a duplicate, but it'll also return it. So the result of that step will be that the user that already exists instead of a new user.
Oh, okay, sweet. So multi drop down value. So what would I do there? First item.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Yep.
that's where we're gonna have an issue, eh?
well, did you already put the,
Maybe I should I just make this a single drop down and maybe just have two of them?
yeah, but what's the contacts? The contact has an email, right? So you could do it the first item's email. in
Yeah,
the
but what
workflow.
happens if there's two items?
Right, well, we're only working with one right now. It's okay to leave the multi drop down because we're
Okay,
only,
let's just do first item then. Multi drop down.
first item and then,
First item. No. Value.
just email should be fine. If you
Okay.
did, you have a email on that, on the contact?
It's not picking. Oh, multi drop down B. That's why. Email address. Sweet. Cool. Okay, and then which ones did you say we needed? Date, sign up.
Date sign up and then the role and the sign up method.
Sign up message. There'd always be email.
Mhm. Learn that the hard way. I'm like,
Okay,
why
cool.
isn't this working?
So we've created Tonya as a user. We're
Now we want to
mingling-
send her an email with a link to the page she needs to go to.
Okay, so we go email, send email
Mhm.
to multi drop down B's value first item.
Or just email. I don't know how you got the email.
Result step one. Email.
That'll work.
Send a name. Then there, and then in here, so we're gonna put. This is the page I want them to go to. So I would just take from there, right?
And then dynamically put in the application unique ID.
So you could do that with a slug too, could you?
You could
And a slug, does that override it?
override what? The unique ID? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Tonya, so that'll do it, eh? Just send that link.
Yep.
Subject link. And then,
And then on the page itself, we have to set it so that when I arrive there, if I'm not logged in, it shows me a pop-up with the button to get the magic link.
okay, so when the page is loaded and is that what I want?
Yep. So when page is loaded, and then probably, yeah, show up, like you have to create the pop-up or however you wanted to do it, but pop-up makes sense.
Pop-up. Yeah,
Yep. And then just put the button for the magic link now. Okay, and so now
and then how do I get the email?
yeah, that's what we have to figure out about the other, the link you're sending in the other email is also going to need a tab for the user that you want logging in from that link.
Oh yeah, I could pass that through the URL, eh?
Yeah,
So go back to application. Pop up. Send. Send email. Unique just after that, do I just put the
yep. And you would just put the, I think it's, how is it done? It's
Like
with
that, eh?
like a question mark. Yeah,
Oh, no.
exactly. And then I think
No.
it's the question mark first. Yeah, question mark, and then it's the key, and then equal, and then value.
So like so email equals like that.
I wouldn't do email. I would do the unique ID. So like I would say UID equals and then the unique ID of the user.
Like that.
Yeah.
So that would go UID.
And then the dynamic would be the result of step one's unique ID.
Oh, unique ID of the user.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
And then that's
No,
how you
why
grab
not-
the
why not?
email.
Why don't we give them the email address?
I mean, you could do that. Wouldn't hurt. You could do that. You could put the UID email. It would be fine.
We'll just go like that, email. Okay, so and then we go back to the other one, which would be the client portal. Magic button link is clicked. So navigate on login. So email address. I need to get the data from the URL,
Mhm.
and then I'd go
UID.
UID.
Mhm. And then text is fine because it would be text.
Oh, is that it?
Yep. And then instead of navigate on login to client portal, you would want the navigate to be the application page.
No, client portal is the one that I want them to go to. Applications for me.
Okay.
That's it,
Client
which is this one here.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. That should be right.
And then they don't need anything else, like from the client portal, they'll be able to get, as long as they're logged in, they'll be able to get to what they need to see, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, let's try it.
Let's try it. So, how do we? No, then we need to go to this page, right? And then we need to say if the client's not logged in, show a pop-up.
Show the pop-up, yep. So just element, yeah.
Pop-up be only when
Current user isn't logged in. Scroll down. Yeah, where'd it go?
so I'll go to there. And then I just need to get the privacy settings right there. So log out. No pop-up. Oh, I might have done that on. Oh. Show pop-up when current user isn't logged in.
Yeah, refresh the page.
Oh, sorry, I put that on the wrong thing. Yeah,
But it doesn't have the, I mean, because we didn't get there from the right channels. It doesn't have the email in there.
no, that's right
Yeah.
there. So, okay, so if I go back to here and send this to you, do you want to share your screen?
Yep.
Stop sharing.
Commission statement.
Huh?
Do we need any commission statement? I have using ways to check.
JC?
Correct.
Yeah.
What? Transparent.
Oh, Chase. Yep. I don't know if he's got one.
Let me know when the email is sent.
Sorry, I just had to log back in. Yeah.
No worries.
Interest.
Yeah, I just done it now.
All right.
And
There it is.
Next print. Are you on a?
JCAM. And yep, and then
Did you
SH
jump into just the
AKE.
login account?
01.
You on screen? Does it not have or export as next to it?
So that works, but you just can't see the documents that I had in there.
Well, hang on.
Oh, because I'm just looking at it at my end.
Which will be the privacy
'Cause
settings,
I've
eh?
got- I'm on Facebook.
Yeah, probably the privacy settings. Or it just logged me out. Why did it log me out? Oh, there's something. No, there's something. We missed something in setting the fields when you created the user. That's why it keeps kicking me out.
Oh, yeah.
Try view your homework.
Let me figure out what it is that we're missing.
Oh no, just go view your transaction. It should come from there. Maybe you've got one more step in between there.
We might have to have a sign up step or something. There's something we're missing. It's like on my users. So like maybe set the sign up step to 1.
So
Oh, I know what it is. We have to make the inactive no.
Okay, I'll
it's
just
at least 6 months. Yeah.
jump in and change it.
Yeah, I'll just- yeah, or you can, yeah, and then just go.
So make inactive.
No,
It is no.
is it? Then go ahead and put a sign up step to 1 or something.
It is one.
It is, okay. Because it doesn't like me because I keep going to my account
Yeah.
and it keeps kicking me back out. So there's something
Is it
about,
date agreed to terms? Maybe
is it what?
date agreed to terms.
Maybe go ahead and set that. Let's see.
Just put the same as the sign up. Try now.
Nope.
Okay, let me try first and last name.
I don't think that's it. I think it's something to do with like,
Pending email verification. That'll be it.
Can you see?
oh, you have that set up. It has to be verified.
Yep, so click that.
Pending. I'll just see what the other
and
ones
then
are.
Does it kind of come up in another, does it pop up again?
No, it shouldn't be there.
Press the
Sign up,
print
yeah.
again. It will be on the right hand side above your home loan. If it's called like.
Maybe it's the. Oh, I know what it will be.
And then select the destination.
It'll be the role.
Oh, you didn't set the role?
I did set it, but I think I've got it. That if you're not an advisor, that it logs you out. Just.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Let me just change that quickly.
Yeah, you should just go print and then it will come up saying that you want to send it to that printer. And if you just go save as PDF instead.
When current organization is not empty.
Yes,
Okay,
go so,
You fixing the privacy stuff?
Yeah, I'm just doing that. Log. Try now.
Okay. Well, it's letting me stay logged into the client portal. It was just kicking me
Oh.
out of the account page.
Oh yeah. So we're in. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if I go to the account page, nope, still kicking me out.
Oh, it's the account page. Okay, don't worry about that. Go back to the client portal.
Yep.
hold.
Okay.
but
Remember the client portal.
So I just need to change the privacy
Right.
settings, you know? So,
Yep, so that it shows me the things I need to see for the documents. But yeah, that flow worked really well. You
yeah,
send them an email, they click on the email. When they get there, it says, click the magic link to log in.
okay. Can you see anything now? No. Okay, what should the privacy settings be for it?
So for whatever's in this repeating group,
Yeah, document requests, yeah.
then you're gonna need to let a logged in user see document requests that include them as the something on the document request data type.
Portal request. So the current user's role is advisor. So I need to go the current user. I'll just change it to as logged in.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yep. So the current user,
So current user. Let's say instead of current user, do this request or portal request.
yeah, application. Yeah, that's what I got.
Applications assignee.
That's me. So the contacts it should be. Applications, profiles, contacts, contains
Current user.
current user's email.
Nope, just current user and. Oh, why does that turn red? Is it because
User-
profiles contacts contains?
'Cause
Oh
it's
yeah,
not-
because it's not at current users. I guess you'd have to assign the contact to the user or do a search for a user constrained by the current user.
How do I do that?
So just click where it says current user.
Mhm.
Contains. Yeah, I guess when you create the user, you'll need to associate that user with the contact data type.
Oh yeah. So
Or profiles, contacts, and then email. Profiles, contacts. Click contacts.
yeah, there's nothing else.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to set up your database so that you can access the contact through the current user. Like contains current users contact.
Unless I, when we create the contact, I insert the contact into the application. Would that work? So if I went to application and I put user in here.
Yeah, you could do that.
Do you reckon? Or and then I go privacy, portal requests.
Yeah, the biggest the problem is that you see the asterisk at the bottom, rules that use that phrasing can't grant search access right now. So it might be okay, but it might also be a problem. So we'd have to test it and find out. So when you create the current user, if you can just have on the user type a contact equals contact field, then you can, you should be able to compare the current user's contact to the contacts of the portal request.
So, okay, so go into user and then add contact in here. Is that right?
Yeah, of type contact or contact profile, whatever it's called.
Contact, yeah, just one. Sweet. And then privacy rules would be
So this portal request contacts contains current user's contact. Yeah, no, you're just too far in the weeds there with
I'll
all
change
of-
it though. I'll
Yeah,
give it a profile and just put applications in there. Do you reckon?
yeah. So like, I guess this portal requests, like you might want to have contacts on the portal request because you can't, it's going through too many layers to compare what's on the current user to what's on the portal request.
Like here?
Yeah, but you probably want to make it a list, right? Because an application can have more than one contact, right?
Yeah. Like that? Oh, I did see.
Oh, you already have it? Okay.
Will it be the top one or the bottom one? So portal request application.
So not application, portal request contacts
Contacts, yeah.
contains current user's contact. There we go. That one will work.
And then I go back to here.
So remember your data is maybe not up to par because we didn't set the contact when we created the users.
Portal requests. So the portal requests, no, we want to do it on the application, don't we? The contacts. Because we want them to see all of the portal requests.
Yeah, okay, so the portal request though, like for your privacy rule for being able to show the portal request, you're gonna have to specify the contacts to compare to the user, or you'll have to store users to compare to the current user to have proper privacy rules so that you're not showing requests
documents through,
to
they're just
people
not-
who are not.
they're all for the same account.
Yeah.
So we need them for the mortgage account, which is
But for now, why don't you just take off the privacy rules on the portal requests and we can see if it's working, and then you can add them back after.
mortgage statement itself.
I'll just go current user is
Actually, you could leave it the way that it is, and then,
that should work. Try that.
yep, that should work. Okay, so I'm trying it. Let me go here. I still don't see anything.
You don't see that?
No.
And could you just while you're on, could you confirm the overdraft facilities that Michael has for his company and his personal?
Hey, I can see it. Look, I'm logged in as you.
If you can see
Can you
them.
see it?
Hmm. Have you got the same URL? Do you want to share your screen?
No, mine doesn't have that. So I came from the magic link, right?
Hmm.
So the magic link in my email.
Do you know the limit of it? Or
And so when I arrive here, it doesn't have,
The business one.
it doesn't have this part to it
Yep, business.
because we didn't specify that in the, when you said to go to the client portal from the magic link, I don't know if we even had an opportunity to specify a parameter.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you share again.
I think we do.
Oh yeah, can you print them off for me? Oh, I need those, so you sent me the transaction details for an account that is making the repayments, but I need your actual mortgage statement, which is the account number you just read out. So if you do what you did when we were talking on the phone in the previous. Because you sent me one, the statements you sent were all for the same account. So I can see that you were changing the periods.
Navigate to login. You can.
So what is that parameter in
Other account.
the page? What is it loading? It's loading the application.
It's loading this without the.
What is that? It's a unique ID, but what is the type of page?
Is there
The
another
Oh,
account?
application. Yeah.
data type.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just need on page load to navigate, if that's empty, to navigate and add the application that has that user. User is only going to be on one application.
Oh.
Oh. To start with, yeah, but maybe later they might be on more than one.
All right, so
The last 6 months.
well, I mean, if they have more than one, when they're in the client portal, is there maybe a way to notify them which app, like, will they be able to see multiple applications and choose one? And maybe you can identify which one it
Oh,
is.
yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you do in here? So when page is loaded, go to page.
Yep.
And then
So
the repayments. Oh, it doesn't matter what.
well, the pop-up B is showing the magic link, right? So what it is the client portal, instead of being set to be an application, it should have like, it should show some sort of repeating group of all the applications. And then you can have like a notification showing them which one has documents due.
okay. All right.
That way you don't have to send in that parameter in order for them to see what they need to see.
Yes, okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I think I've got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just make a repeating group on that front page.
Yep.
Showing all the applications, and they just click on which one. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm glad the magic link is working though. That was cool to try that out. What do you
Yeah.
think, Thomas? I think we'd already talked about wanting to do that before.
I missed portions of it, so
Oh, so you didn't see how cool it is?
yeah.
Here, I'll share my screen and I'll show you how cool it is. You ready?
Yeah.
I'll just stop mine.
I mean, you go here. So I haven't typed anything to log in. I went to a page and it showed me a pop-up and I clicked get magic link, and then I come in here and I click here. And I'm already logged in. I don't have to log in.
You
So
can set 2FA with that, right?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried 2FA with any of my apps. Have you?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah, just curious.
Maybe we have to do that next. But it
I was
works.
thinking we should work on it, but
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. I do have an announcement. On Friday, I will not be here for office hours, but don't worry. because Jordan Richardson is making an appearance and is going to conduct office hours. And yeah, so he's been here before. I don't know if you got to meet him, Thomas. Did you see him before? Jordan, did you come in when Jordan
didn't.
Richardson was running it? Okay, Jordan is awesome. You probably, if you have been following Bubble for a while, might have seen him. He's on some of the advertisements for Bubble itself. He was the CTO of Revitize, which hit 7 figures in revenue. So he's a pretty famous bubbler, and he's part of our group, and he's excellent. So he'll be able to help answer questions on Friday and do a build along with you guys. So, and I will, what was that?
We ideally do.
I'm having trouble hearing you, Thomas.
I said, how'd you get him to opt in for this?
We'll see what we can do.
Oh, how did I get him to volunteer?
Opt in as, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I just asked him the last time I needed I've only missed office hours. This will be my second time out of like 80 something, almost 90. That'll be the 90th one, right? So yeah, he's just been a member of the group for a really long time, and yeah, he's awesome. So yeah, and Callum said he would do it, so maybe sometime Callum, I'll let Callum do it. I don't want to miss too many office hours though, so maybe I'll just let Callum run it one day, and I'll just sit back, watch you two go at it. That'll be fun.
Let's do it.
See what you guys build.
Do it.
So yeah, so Friday, Jordan Richardson will be joining us and conducting office hours for us, and I will catch the replay on YouTube. Is how I will watch it. All right, everyone. Are there any other questions before we go?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jordan, Thomas, and Kim for being here. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and I'll talk to you guys then.
Thank you. See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Control it.